6:55.
Y'all, she is freezing me out. Y'all see the windows? They are a block of ice.
It was only on 68.
68?
68.
That's too damn cold.
She likes it to be like 78.
Because I'm old. Old people problems.
Maybe you just have no blood.
I'm anemic. Look at that. Outside the windows agree with me because the windows are froze into a block of ice.
It was hot last night.
It was not hot last night.
It was. I woke up sweating. Anyway, I'm hungry. Breakfast doesn't start till 7:30.
We're gonna go eat in a minute. She just woke up like 15 minutes ago.
I'm thinking about them strawberries.
Today is day 4 of our trip here to New Orleans. And we set out from the hostel with literally no plan in mind. We planned on just walking, trying to find food, and just making our day up as we went along. We were gonna try to rent bikes, but we failed, so.
Miserably.
We're gonna try to do that tomorrow morning. For now, we are back on Decatur, heading towards Loretta's for coffee and beignets.
Yay!
I will say this, ambling through this city has been the highlight of this entire trip. Selena and I are both Tennessee born and raised, but I could easily see us living here. Well, that took a turn. We ended up on a carriage ride. We were looking for beignets and a lady stopped us and was like, "Hey, you want to ride?" And we were both like, "Heck yeah, let's go, let's do it." The day took a turn and we are on a carriage ride.
You want to go, ma'am? No.
Carriage ride.
You have a question, sir?
A lady that was our tour guide told us that she needed to make at least $150 to be able to take off on the carriage ride. So Selena and I were literally the first people seated. It was $30 per person. And while this lady's out there, hustling up more people to ride, me and Selena are also yelling off the side of the carriage, "Hey, yeah, come ride with us. You want to ride." I think these people thought that we were nuts, okay? And maybe we are. But before you knew it, we had enough people to set out on our journey. This particular carriage ride focused on history and architecture of the French Quarter. But as we rounded a corner at St. Peter's, we saw a very local treasure. And we had been privileged to see her perform the day before.
That's Alicia Renee. I see you in town. I'm here. Now, also on Royal Street.
It was definitely an honor to run into her again and have her wave at us as she set up and prepared for her next performance. As we went along on our carriage ride, our tour guide pointed out to us that there were several haunted places here in New Orleans. One of those places is actually the Andrew Jackson Hotel. It is rumored that several boys died in a fire there years ago. And since then, guests have reported being thrown out of their beds in the middle of the night. Believe it or not, when we were booking this vacation, we almost booked rooms at the Andrew Jackson Hotel. But I read through the reviews for myself and decided against that. My personal tolerance for paranormal activity is non-existent, okay?
Let me know when you got it, ma'am. Muriel's is our haunted restaurant. They have their very own resident poltergeist, Mr. Pierre Antoine Lefredo Jourdan, a previous owner of the building. Now, as long as they set a formal place setting for the ghosts, behind those barred windows to your left. Fill 2 wine glasses with red wine. Put a bread basket on the table and the ghost nameplate. He's a happy camper. But when they forget to do it or they get too busy to do it, the ghost has a temper tantrum like a 3-year-old. Pictures fly off the wall. 9 years ago, the TV show Ghost Hunters came to New Orleans. They had heard the story, so they paid the restaurant manager $2,000 to not set the table, and the ghost went crazy on camera. If you want to watch it for yourself, they still have it posted on YouTube.
The mule that was pulling our carriage is named Elvis, and he was such a well-trained, well-behaved little man. We got to feed him treats after our ride was over, and he pretty much ran that tour on his own with very little instruction from the tour guide. After our carriage ride, we tried to enter St. Louis Cathedral, not realizing that they had an active church service going on at that time, so we decided that we would go ahead to Loretta's like we had originally planned, and that we would circle back around and come back to the cathedral once the church service was finished.
Brown paper bags always have the good shit. You know? Loretta's is better. Thank you. Oh, this is so cool.
Right now you're realizing this shit's great.
When we left Loretta's, we ended up taking a pedicab. We found this gem of a man sleeping under a tree.
Red lights, whatever.
It's just a suggestion.
I agree.
This is so cool.
I'm not taking.
Oh, this is so cool. Having a good time, boy.
All right, ready? Watch this. One hand.
Oh shit.
That was one hand.
Water.
I don't think that stuff washes off.
This is so cool. Thank you so much. Bye, Barry.
Barry, it was such a pleasure meeting you, and thank you for bringing us back to the St. Louis Cathedral. There has been a church present on this land since 1727. But in 1788, a fire burned the original building down. They started construction on the new church and completed it in 1794. Several people of note have been buried beneath the church as part of their final request. This historic cathedral is the oldest continuously active Roman Catholic cathedral here in the U.S. They graciously open the doors for people to do self-guided tours at specific hours throughout the day. Because of the beautiful Gothic architecture and the rich historical significance of this beautiful place, people come here from all over, regardless of race, nationality, religion. And as a spiritual person myself and a believer in the power of prayer, I cannot describe to you the peace that I felt getting a quiet moment to myself and just being able to pray and to talk to God. Being in such a beautiful, holy place is definitely the highlight of my entire trip here. And I'm grateful that I got to experience this with Selena. But as soon as you step outside of the cathedral, New Orleans is alive with beautiful jazz music.
We are in Jackson Square. We are taking a break. We have done everything this morning. I do mean everything. We've gone all over this quarter by every means of transportation you can think of.
Hot.
It is hot as shit. Sorry, it's hot.
It's very hot. We've had fun though.
We have had fun. What was your favorite part?
Oh, all of it. We had the praline beignets.
We had praline beignets from Loretta's, and Loretta's is better. We were talking to a local guy, and he was like, yeah, they're good at Cafe Du Monde, but they'll be better at Loretta's, trust me. And we took his advice, and he was right. So
We did a carriage ride.
we did a carriage ride. We didn't even plan a carriage ride. This lady stopped us and was like, hey, y'all want to ride? And we were like, hell yeah. So they took us all through the quarter, showed us some architecture, some history. That was fun. And while we were take two. And while we were there on the carriage ride, we learned that we could go into the St. Louis Cathedral for free. So we just did that, said a little prayer, walked around. It's amazingly beautiful in there. It's beautiful. And it is an active church, so we try to be respectful of the worshipers there. It was beautiful inside. We also took a pedicab. We had a man named Barry that we found under a shade tree when we came out of the French Market, and he brought us back to the cathedral. So when we tried to come the first time, there was a worship service going on. So like I said, it is an active church. So we waited until that was done, went and ate, toured the French Market a little bit, came back, found my little pedicab man. He brought us back here. So it is really hot out. We are baking, and I think that we are gonna go back to the hostel for a little bit, rest, get out of this heat,
Sounds
get
good.
hydrated, and maybe later we can get out and find some supper. So
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Y'all, I have said this 1,000 times and I'm gonna say it again. There is something absolutely magical and mesmerizing about New Orleans. It is so beautiful here. Selena and I were both born and raised in Tennessee, and we love Tennessee, but I could see myself living here.
You lying on my name. You know what you just said?
You talk a lot of shit.
That's not what you just said. But you do. I asked her what time we was gonna go get supper. And she was like, whenever you're ready. And I was like, but I asked you a question and you deflected it back to me. And she was like, well, you said you was running this show. I did not say that.
Before that,
No, I didn't.
we had agreed on that.
On what?
I was just gonna follow behind.
I only told her that because she stepped out into traffic and this Dodge Ram almost ran her down. I pulled her back by her backpack strap.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Well, let's go.
I don't want to go.
I just kissed her face, and it tasted salty.
You salty.
You're salty. Salty tasting.
My glasses. Don't y'all know, I was walking down Decatur yesterday and this man popped out and handed me a face cream. It was an anti-aging face cream. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. And then he looked at her and he was like, are y'all together? And then he was like, no, that's your daughter. She started cackling. Don't let that betray you. Look at it. She was cackling. She thought that shit was funny.
No, that wasn't what got me. It was the when you told him that no, we're together. And he was like, oh, together like lesbian together?
Yeah. Now, mind you, this was a gay man.
That's what made me laugh. It was the way he said it.
He was like lesbians? Oh my goodness. I was embarrassed. She was cackling. She thought it was funny. I was not amused.
Man, on that scooter, and like a wheelchair scooter, was just a strolling down the road, a hollering. Now he's just sitting there. Come look, he's just sitting over there. He been hollering this whole way. Oh, he rolling. Don't see that man scrolling,
Wait a minute.
rolling on that scooter.
Oh yeah, he's getting it. Get it,
He was
flex.
up here
Get it,
hollering.
flex.
I don't know what he was yelling about.
Let me wipe this camera. Hold on. Selena wants to show y'all what we got while we were in the quarter yesterday.
Yeah, let's do it.
We got. Oh. Just hit my toe on that damn thing. We got a few souvenirs for our family. So, show y'all what we got. Selena found this pretty little keychain she got for herself. Yeah, she got this at Marie Laveau's House of Voodoo in the quarter. And I got this little candle. It's a t-shirt for my youngest daughter. So cute. She loves purple. Purple's her favorite color. Anyway, she loves purple, so we also got her this little hoodie because it's gonna be fall soon. Weather's it's gonna be changing, it's gonna be colder. Just something to keep her warm. For my oldest daughter, we got her this shirt. She has kind of a gothic / street style. So we actually called her and she's like, oh yeah, I love that one. So we got that one for her. We also got her this hoodie, just a basic gray New Orleans The Big Easy for fall and winter. She loves hoodies. She wears hoodies year round and it drives me crazy because like, girl, it is hot. Why are you wearing that hoodie? Do any of y'all's kids do that? That drives me crazy. Like all the kids do that. I'm like, if y'all don't start dressing and then in winter, they will be out here wearing shorts. Like what? But me and Selena got matching sweaters. Look at that. Yeah, twins. We also got matching mugs because we are both big coffee drinkers. And these are really cute. I'm gonna keep it forever. For our littlest one, we got a New Orleans The Big Easy hoodie to keep her nice and cozy when fall comes. Isn't it cute? It's so little.
It is little. I still think it's gonna be too big for her.
I mean, she can grow into it though. And then for Selena's grandmother, we got a coffee mug. And it is adorable. Yeah, she's gonna love that. Listen, her grandma really needed this mug, okay? Her grandma recently adopted 2 little kids. They are twins and they just turned 1. And also when our littlest one is over there, they kind of run amok and they've knocked all her coffee cups over. They've shattered. So she was just saying the other day to Selena that she really wanted to get a new mug. So Selena picked her one up special. And that's it. That's all we got. We definitely wanted to bring something back from New Orleans because who knows when we'll actually get the chance to come again. But also we wanted to make sure that what we were buying was going to be used and not just something that we would get rid of or throw away, because we do try to be sustainable. And I'm telling you now, I will keep this for years. I keep everything for years until it's threadbare and it's no longer worth owning. So, yeah. I'm trying to see. I feel like this would be better for when we're like outside because there's a lot of background noise here. So maybe we should wear these.
Maybe we should.
What do you think? There's 2.
Let's do it.
They work at the same time, I think. Hold on. We're going to test it out. Be right back. Well, I don't know. We'll have to.
Does it work?
We'll
Simultaneously?
I guess we'll see. We're gonna see. We're gonna play it back.
Alrighty.
She's getting comfortable in front of the camera. She's starting to be weird.
I'm ready to go get some food.
We decided to finally come get something to eat, so here we are. Yeah, waiting on the streetcar. Selena's upset because RuPaul was here a few days ago and we missed it.
No, yesterday. Literally yesterday.
We didn't know, but it's okay.
The show was last night.
We both love RuPaul.
And we missed it.
I know y'all can tell from the sparkle in my eye that I am just thrilled to be here. I am normally a very introverted and reserved person. And in our small town, there just really isn't a lot to do. But here in New Orleans, I can't help but get outside. And I am enjoying every single minute of it.
We are on our way to the poorhouse. And that is not a pun. That is the name of the restaurant. We just got off.
Y'all, that young man drumming was absolutely phenomenal. I could have listened to him all day. But Selena and I are in search of food, and our original plan kind of fell through. We'll tell you more about that later. But we did get some chicken wings. The wing place that we went to was in the French Quarter. It was called Voodoo Chicken, and they had some pretty decent tasting food, but it was quite expensive. The restaurant itself was set up pretty much open to Bourbon Street and had a party type vibe. Wings.
You gotta tell them our plan fell through.
So we caught the streetcar and went all the way to that's hot wing sauce. Y'all excuse that. So we caught the streetcar and went all the way down to Bourbon, where we were supposed to be going to this wing place called the Poorhouse. But when we got there, it had been permanently closed. At that point,
We would have to go all the way back out to Central Business District.
yeah, and we were both tired. We've been going all day long. I wasn't trying to do that, so we ended up stopping at Voodoo Wings. And she got spicy buffalo and I got the voodoo wings. And they're really good. And I've never had those before. It's like mango and habanero. They got a bite.
I think that's what this is too, honestly.
Is it sweet?
Kind of. I mean,
Weird.
that's fine. I don't care.
They're good, but man, 6 wings cost $15.
Yeah, you would have come out cheaper at the Poorhouse.
Yeah, we was trying to go to the Poorhouse where we belong, okay? Because we po folk around here. But anyway.
Order us some mac and cheese delivery.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, so you
It
ain't gonna
cost
tell
me-
me about that?
No, it cost me $7.50 to have it delivered. Plus
Okay.
the driver tip.
We're from DoorDash?
No, from the restaurant.
What-
I guess they have
what
they
restaurant?
deliver the Cochon Butcher.
Oh.
That's what I was telling you about earlier with the mac and cheese.
Just make me four.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So I guess they have drivers, like delivery
Yeah.
drivers. So.
we're gonna eat and yeah. And we also have to do laundry.
Yeah, we do.
Cool thing about this hostel is it does have laundry. Like it's like $3 for 2 loads basically. You can wash and dry and it's open 24/7. It's right off the little kitchen area, so that's really cool. We enjoy having clean clothes because we pack light, okay? Literally, this is a 5-day trip for us and we both brought one book bag, so we've just been washing.
We've already washed clothes once.
Yeah, we washed clothes once. I'm down to my last clean shirt and I'm eating hot wings, so we're gonna have to.
And that's after we've already took showers.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, we're gonna eat. Okay, y'all. So I feel kind of bad because I have not really talked about the high points of this hostel we're staying in yet. So the place that we're staying in is called High New Orleans Hostel. It's on Canal Street, and I love this place. When we were booking for this trip, I did what I usually do. I went to booking.com and started just comparing rates and, how much it would be for 5 nights. And I ran across a hostel. And I was really surprised because I did not even realize that we had anything like that here in the United States. Normally when I think of a hostel, I think of like European countries, Asian countries. And if you're not familiar with what a hostel is, it's basically where you can get a bed for relatively cheap. You see it a lot, mostly catering to travelers who are operating on a shoestring budget. So I was on booking.com and I saw that they had hostels here and I was like, what? Because now I have to go. Do y'all remember that movie Hostel from back in the day? It was like a horror movie. I can't remember the whole plot. I just remember it being slightly terrifying. Yeah, that also comes to mind. That's bad. But anyway, so there's a couple of different hostels here in New Orleans, and you can literally rent a bunk, like top bunk or bottom bunk, it doesn't matter. They usually have like a locker set up where you can secure your belongings, and then there's shared showers, stuff like that. Well, I looked at one hostel, and then I ended up finding this one that I'm staying in, which is High New Orleans Hostel. And I looked at Selena and I was like, we've got to try this. And she was like, what? It's like, yeah, we definitely got to try this, especially when I found out that they have private rooms. So as far as the bunks go, they have all men's dorms and they have all female dorms. They also have um, non-gendered dorms and bathrooms here. So that's pretty cool. I have not been able to get inside one of the dorms because you have to have a pass key, and my pass key will only activate for my room that I'm in now. But they offer several different private rooms. If you stay in a private room, you get a private bathroom. And that's pretty freaking cool. Another thing that really impresses me about this place is their focus on sustainability and being environmentally friendly. I couldn't say that. Being environmentally friendly. Because this is pretty much a hostel setup where it's a shared space, it saves something like 30% of emissions compared to a regular hotel. So, thumbs up to that. They also offer a complimentary breakfast here. I've eaten here twice in the mornings with Selena, and it's really good. They have coffee 24/7, and it's really neat because, you know, the breakfast is complimentary, the coffee is complimentary, but you have to be responsible. You have to wash your own dishes, sanitize them, and put them up. They have a full working kitchen here. Anybody is able to bring their own food, their own ingredients from the store, and cook a meal as long as you clean up behind yourself. They have pots, all your cutlery, like everything you can think of. And they also have shared refrigerator and freezer spaces. So you get a little tag, you put your name on the tag, um, and the date that you put the food in there, but also the date that you depart, so that cleaning the fridge, is a little bit easier for the staff here, so they don't get rid of anything that you still intend to use. But also, everywhere in the dorms, in the private rooms, they have these little compartments for recycling. So down in the kitchen, there are several different compartment bins as far as trash receptacles go. One is for compost, which is really cool. One is for plastic, one is for paper, and then there's one for trash that cannot be recycled. It's like that in the rooms as well. I'll give you a little look. Here in our room, we have both a trash and a recycle container. And then here in the shower, they offer a complimentary shampoo and body wash. And this little system is really cool because if you know anything about traveling, like you normally get these little mini bottles of shampoo, mini conditioners, things like that, and they are plastic. So here they get these huge containers of shampoo and body wash, and they fill them up in these dispensers. It's complimentary for you to use, and it just stops a little bit of plastic usage. They also encourage you to try to take a green shower, which is 3 to 5 minutes long. And if you look here, here's their website, hiusa.org. And if you put the backward slash in sustainability, it'll tell you more about all the measures that this particular hostel takes to try to be more environmentally friendly. Selena just ran back downstairs to get our macaroni that she ordered. And she was really excited because it was a little man on an e-bike that delivered it, and she was gonna.
He was on a pedal bike.
He was on a pedal bike.
He was pedaling.
Well, she was gonna try to get footage of it, and she accidentally recorded her feet coming back in the building, and she's a little butthurt, but it's okay. That looks good.
It is good.
We got macaroni. Oh yeah.
I could have done with the boa.
We tore the wings up, and now we finna hurt this macaroni real quick, like.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. It greatly helps the channel. And follow along with us somewhere in Tennessee.